Novak Djokovic growing in confidence after an amazing second round win, and he's up against, that's right, another Italian, Lorenzo Musetti. This third round match should be an epic if their head-to-head is anything to go by. And before we go anywhere, make sure you've hit the like button and subscribe to the channel. I'm going to be taking you through the preview for Djokovic Musetti here at Roland Garros. And let's start off with none other than the main man, Novak Djokovic. He is playing some fantastic tennis now. The first round, it wasn't so great, but he got through it. Second round, Bueno was the opponent. He beat him 6-4, 6-1, 6-2. And now it looks like he is really finding his feet on the clay. And I thought the first round showed some great shot accuracy. This second round, it was total domination. And Roberto Bueno, he didn't really stand a chance. As JG said, he was defeated before he even entered the court, it would have seemed. And I thought Djokovic was just lapping it up. This is exactly what we expect to see from the reigning champion in the early rounds. Starting slow and like Diesel, gradually building pace as we go through the tournament. And he's up against none other than Lorenzo Musetti. They seem to keep meeting. And, well, it's going to be a tough one, that's for sure. Clay is his surface, and he knocked out Gael Monfils. And in front of a French crowd, not an easy thing to do. And when Musetti's in this type of form, he's a scary prospect. Don't forget, these two have played on clay many times before, and Musetti can really give Djokovic a match, let me tell you that. This match against Monfils, I thought Monfils put up a great fight in the first set, looked really good, but Musetti just was in the zone, I think, for the majority of the rest of this match. As soon as he had the first set down, the second one came quickly after, and then he finished it off with a 6-4 in the third. You can see some of the stats here. And like you see, first serve points won, 74%, 31 winners to only 17 unforced errors. That is some serious, serious tennis, and it's broke Monfils 6 times. Will he have the same success against Novak Djokovic, though? That's another thing altogether. This is what Musetti said after his win against Gael Monfils. He said, I think there's been one of my toughest challenges of my career playing Gael. I knew the crowd was on his side. If we were in Italy, it would be the same for me. I'm very proud of this victory. I was a little bit under pressure. I wasn't really serving well. I had to focus more. He needs to be less humble. I mean, his serving, he still won that amount of percentage of his first serve. He said the second and the third set were really one of my best matches so far. I would totally agree with that. Really happy to be in the third round. But is he happy about who he is playing in the third round? Well, I'm sure somebody out there is going to be cheering him on. Fellow countryman Jannik Sinner, of course. Sinner was asked about Musetti, who can gift him the world number one tomorrow with a win over Djokovic. And Sinner said, we still didn't meet in person in this tournament as we were playing in different days. I hope for a good match. I'm not thinking about the number one at the moment. What happens, happens. Keeping his cards close to his chest there, Jannik Sinner. I'm sure he'll be cheering on his countrymen all the way for a victory. Will he get it, though? Let's go to the head-to-head between Djokovic and Musetti. It is 4-1 in favour of Novak Djokovic, and this is where they took place. Last played, it was this year in Monte Carlo. Djokovic won in straight sets in Monte Carlo. Before that, it was Monte Carlo the year before where Musetti won. And then we go back to 2022. That was indoor in Paris. Djokovic much better on that surface. We had Dubai where Djokovic won. And then we go back 3 years to the last time they played at Roland Garros. And that was the one. Musetti was 2 sets to love up against Novak Djokovic. And Djokovic mounted the comeback. And we saw Musetti start to wilt. And the big problem in this match is if it goes long, we know who is going to take over. And as Sasha Osmo says, Djokovic Musetti night match tomorrow. No Champions League final for me. Yep, you can count me in with that as well. Here they are, the night session But let's get on to my prediction. And this is how I see this match going. I think it is going to be quite a close start to the match, if I'm perfectly honest. I think Musetti may come out very fast in the first set, and I think he will take the first set. I'm going to say this against Djokovic, but Djokovic is going to use his experience. He's going to take the second and then gradually grind him down to win in 4. But that's my prediction. Tell me your prediction in that comment section below. And if you haven't already, make sure to smash a like, subscribe, and join us for the match. It's going to be an epic one.